Noticed it slowly. Fewer group photos. When they posed at Thanksgiving, Tanya would say, "Let's do one of just the kids." Then, "Let's do one with just our family unit." And by the time they were done, there wasn't time for one with me. At Christmas, they all wore matching sweaters, red with white trees. Mine was blue. I didn't even know there was a plan. Nathan would brush it off. "Oh, you're not into that stuff, Mom." But I was. I just wasn't asked. Tanya took over birthdays. She hosted everything at her mother's place. I was invited, but I felt like a guest. Once, she told someone, "Nathan's mom is here too," as if I'd wandered in uninvited. And always, she smiled like she didn't mean harm. But harm doesn't always come with raised voices. Sometimes, it comes with exclusion, with omission, with being the one left out of every photo, every story, every seat at the table. But still, I planned. I held on, because this trip was going to bring us back together. Because once we were all under that Hawaiian sky, with waves whispering against the shore and children squealing in the sand, maybe love would be enough to remind them. That was the story I told myself. That was the dream I built out of sacrifices, small and silent, until that text, that single text that turned a 3-year dream into a 3-second dismissal. "You've already done your part by paying." Suddenly, every skipped tea, every cold night, every tutoring hour spent squinting at a screen felt foolish. I hadn't been building a bridge. I'd been building a pedestal, one they never planned to visit. I thought of the candles I'd packed, of the moment I imagined us holding hands by the fire. But the truth hit me like a wave breaking sharp against rock. They didn't want my stories. They didn't want my memories. They just wanted my money. And now that they had it, they wanted me to disappear. That night I went to the closet and unpacked my bag. I set the lavender candle on the table beside James's photo. Then I sat in the quiet and asked myself something no mother should ever have to ask. When did I become a burden in the family I built? The morning after the text, I woke up earlier than usual. Not because I had anywhere to be, but because I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing his words in my head. Not even his voice, just the words. Cold, typed, delivered through a screen. "You've already done your part by paying." I moved through the house like a ghost, folding the same blanket twice, straightening picture frames that were already straight, wiping the kitchen counter though it was spotless. The silence clung to me. It hummed in the walls. Later that afternoon, I opened my email to check a grocery receipt, and that was when I saw it. Subject, Final Itinerary, Hawaii Family. Passage, sent from the travel agency. I clicked it without thinking. A full breakdown of flight schedules, villa check-in times,